Everything you have been told about fixing a sagging neck is either incomplete, misleading, or designed to sell you something expensive. As a dermatologist, I see far too many women over 60 spending hundreds, sometimes thousands, on neck creams that promise lifting, tightening, and sculpting, and still feeling disappointed every time they look in the mirror. But here is the truth. A sagging neck is not just a skin problem. Yes, skin changes with age. Collagen declines. Elasticity drops. Hydration fades. But underneath that skin is structure, and when that structure weakens, the skin above it starts to lose support. That is why so many women keep treating the surface and never get the result they want. Think about it. You wake up, walk to the mirror, and there it is. Loose skin under the chin. Softening along the jawline. That drooping, heavy look in the neck that seems to appear almost overnight. And maybe you have told yourself, this is just aging. This is what happens now. There is nothing I can do. That is not true. You do not need to chase miracle creams. You do not need to jump straight to surgery. And you do not need to spend a fortune trying random products that never address the real issue. What you need is a smarter approach. One that supports the muscle beneath the skin, improves circulation, helps reduce puffiness, and gives the skin the ingredients it actually needs. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a simple 5-minute morning routine that targets the exact area most women struggle with after 60, the neck and jawline. It is practical. It is realistic. And if you do it consistently, it can help your neck look firmer, cleaner, and more defined over time. This is not about trying to look 20 again. It is not about vanity. It is about looking in the mirror and feeling like yourself again. Feeling refreshed. Feeling lifted. Feeling like the outside matches the energy you still have inside. Before I show you the routine, you need to understand what is actually happening under the skin, because once you understand that, everything about this will make sense. Most people think neck aging is only about collagen loss. And collagen absolutely matters. But it is not the full story. The lower face and neck are also influenced by a thin sheet-like muscle called the platysma. This muscle extends from the upper chest and collarbone up toward the jawline. Over time, changes in this area can contribute to that loose, heavy, banded appearance many women notice in the mirror. When you are younger, the neck and jawline tend to look more supported and defined. As the years pass, that support changes. Skin becomes thinner. Elastic tissue weakens. Fat shifts. Muscle tone declines. Lymphatic fluid can also collect, especially overnight, making the lower face and neck look puffier and less sculpted first thing in the morning. And that is exactly why so many women get frustrated. They are told to keep applying more products to the surface, when the visible issue is being influenced by several layers at once. Now, to be clear, no cream is going to work like surgery. No serum is going to physically lift tissue the way marketing ads pretend it will. But that does not mean you are powerless. It means you need a routine that works from multiple angles at the same time: muscle activation, circulation, fluid movement, hydration, barrier support, and daily protection. There is also some clinical support for the idea that facial exercise can improve facial appearance over time. A study published in JAMA Dermatology in 2018 found that a structured facial exercise program practiced consistently over 20 weeks was associated with modest improvement in facial fullness and overall appearance in middle-aged women. In other words, the concept of training facial muscles is not fantasy. The key is consistency and realistic expectations. And when it comes to the skin itself, ingredients matter too. Niacinamide supports the skin barrier and helps improve texture. Peptides can support the skin's appearance by signaling repair processes. And bakuchiol, a plant-derived retinol alternative, has been shown in published research to improve signs of photoaging with better tolerability than retinol for many people. So no, this is not about one magic trick. It is about combining the right simple actions in the right order. Here is the routine. Start by sitting or standing tall with good posture. Lift your chest slightly, lengthen through the spine, and relax your shoulders down. This matters more than most people realize, because poor posture alone can make the neck collapse forward and exaggerate sagging. Now slightly lift your chin, just enough to feel a mild stretch along the front of the neck. Do not throw your head all the way back. From here, press your tongue firmly to the roof of your mouth. As you hold that, gently pull the corners of your mouth downward, almost like a controlled, exaggerated frown. You should feel the front of your neck engage. Hold that for 5 seconds, then release fully. Repeat that 10 times. Next, stay upright and tilt your head back just enough to look upward comfortably. Press your lower lip up and forward over the upper lip as far as feels comfortable. Hold for 5 seconds and release. Repeat that 10 times. Together, these two movements help wake up the muscles along the front of the neck and under the jaw. In the beginning, You may feel mild fatigue. That is normal. It simply means the area is being activated in a way it probably has not been for a long time. After that, move to the under-chin resistance hold. Make a fist and place it gently under your chin. Now press your chin downward while resisting with your fist so there is tension, but no actual movement. Hold for 5 seconds, then release. Repeat 8 times. This creates an isometric contraction under the jawline, the exact area where many women notice softness and heaviness first. At this point, the area is activated, circulation is improved, and your skin is ready for your topical steps. Apply a niacinamide serum first, using 4 or 5 drops over the neck and upper chest. Use gentle upward strokes. Then follow with a peptide serum, pressing it in with flat palms, again moving upward. This step helps support the skin barrier, improve hydration, and give the skin ingredients that complement the work you are doing underneath. Always bring your products down to the chest. The neck and décolletage. Age together, and treating one without the other is a mistake. Next comes the fastest acting visual step in the whole routine, lymphatic drainage. This is especially helpful in the morning if your neck or jawline looks puffy when you wake up. Using very light pressure, stroke from just below the ears down toward the collarbone 5 times on each side. Then gently sweep from the center of the throat outward toward the sides of the neck. Keep the pressure feather-light. More pressure is not better here. The goal is to encourage fluid movement, not mash the tissue. This alone can make the jawline look cleaner and less heavy within days. After that, seal everything in with a moisturizer that contains ceramides and hyaluronic acid. Apply more than you think you need. Neck skin is thinner than facial skin and often drier because it has fewer oil glands. Ceramides help support the barrier. Hyaluronic acid helps bind water into the skin. Together they make the neck look smoother, healthier, and less crepey. Then finish with SPF 30 or higher every single morning. This is non-negotiable. If you skip sunscreen, you are allowing UV exposure to keep breaking down collagen and elastin day after day. You cannot ask the skin to rebuild while you continue exposing it without protection. Bring your sunscreen all the way down the neck and chest. Not just the face. The neck tells the truth about age faster than almost anywhere else. That is the full morning routine. 5 minutes. No gadgets. No injections. No expensive treatments. Just 5 intentional minutes. And if you want to accelerate your results, add one simple nighttime step. In the evening, apply bakuchiol to the neck and chest. Bakuchiol is a well-tolerated ingredient often compared to retinol because it can help improve the appearance of fine lines, firmness and skin texture without the same level of irritation many women get from retinoids, especially on the neck. That matters because the neck is often more sensitive than the face. Use a small amount, smooth it upward, and leave it on overnight. So now you have a simple system: morning muscle activation, serum support, drainage, moisturizer, sunscreen, and evening renewal. But I also want to tell you something important. No routine works in isolation from the body you live in. If you want your skin to look stronger, your body needs the raw materials to support it. Make sure you are eating enough protein. Collagen and connective tissue rely on amino acids. If your diet is low in protein, your skin has less support from the inside out. Eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, chicken, cottage cheese, whatever works for you, but get protein in consistently. Get vitamin C every day. Vitamin C plays a central role in collagen formation. It does not need to be complicated. Citrus, berries, kiwi, peppers, or a simple supplement if your doctor says it is appropriate. And drink water consistently throughout the day. Not all at once. Consistently. Dehydrated skin looks thinner, duller, and more creased. Hydrated skin looks softer, healthier, and more resilient. Now let us be honest about the timeline, because honesty matters. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, what most women notice first is not a dramatic lift. It is softness, hydration, and less puffiness. The jawline can start to look cleaner simply because fluid is moving better and the skin is better moisturized. By weeks 3 to 4, many women begin to notice that the neck looks a little more awake, a little more supported, a little less heavy. The skin often looks smoother, and makeup or clothing may sit better around the neckline. By 6 to 8 weeks, consistency begins to show. The jawline may appear more defined. The neck may look firmer and less crepey. The overall impression becomes fresher, healthier, and more rested. And over the following weeks, that effect can continue to build, especially when you combine muscle activation, good topical support, sun protection, and better daily habits. This is the part one really want you to hear. You do not need to hate your neck. You do not need to panic every time you catch your reflection. And you do not need to believe that your only options are to either accept it or spend $15,000 trying to erase it. You have more influence than you think. No, this is not an overnight miracle. No, it is not a replacement for every in-office procedure. But it is a smart, realistic, inexpensive routine that helps you work with your biology instead of against it. And for many women, that is exactly what finally changes things. Because what you are really looking for is not perfection. It is recognition. You want to look in the mirror and feel that sense of yes, there I am. Still me. Just a little more lifted. A little more defined. A little more cared for. That is what this routine is about. 5 minutes in the morning. A few intentional steps at night. Consistency over drama. Results over hype. If this helped you, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I share practical, honest advice for women over 60 who are tired of marketing and want information that actually makes sense. You do not need another overpriced cream collecting dust on your counter. You do not need fear-based beauty messaging. And you do not need to believe that change is no longer possible. What you need is a routine that respects how the neck actually ages and supports it in a way that is simple enough to do every day. Start tomorrow morning. Give it 5 minutes. Stay consistent. And watch what happens when you finally begin treating the area that everyone talks about, but almost nobody explains properly. The woman you miss seeing in the mirror is not gone. She does not need to be rescued. She just needs support, consistency, and the right 5 minutes.